Welcome to Faith is the Podcast. Today we are diving deep into a message from Dr. Myles Munroe
Oh, yeah.
about character.
Yeah,
And it's something incredibly important, I think, for all of us,
it is.
whether we consider ourselves leaders or not.
Absolutely. It's fascinating how Dr. Munroe really connects character to trust,
Yes.
especially in leadership.
Right.
And he uses some really vivid imagery to drive that point home.
He does.
Yeah.
He compares strong character to those unyielding statues.
Right.
Like, think about Queen Victoria
Yes.
or Winston Churchill.
No
matter what's going on around them,
Right.
they just stand firm.
Yeah, they do.
It makes you think about the Hebrew definition of character, too.
Uh-huh.
It's something fixed and unwavering, like an image etched in stone.
Right.
So the question is, how do we actually build that kind of strength in ourselves?
Well, Dr. Munroe's point is that it doesn't come from avoiding the challenges. He actually says that character is formed in the furnace of affliction.
Wow.
It's those tough times, those fiery trials that refine us.
So it's less about avoiding the heat and more about what that heat reveals about us?
Exactly. Think about refining like precious metals.
Oh, yeah.
You need that intense heat to burn away impurities, and what do you have left? Pure gold.
Right.
And difficulties do the same for our character.
Okay.
They strip away the facades.
Uh-huh.
They reveal what we're truly made of.
Okay, so I'm starting to see how this ties into leadership.
Yes.
We often admire leaders who've weathered storms,
Right.
who've shown resilience and stayed true to their values.
Yeah, and that's how they earn our trust, right?
Yes.
We see that they're not easily swayed.
Yeah.
They have that statue-like quality of standing firm,
Uh-huh.
even when things get tough.
Even when things get tough.
Dr. Munroe even compares a leader's character to a Rolex watch.
Because both represent trustworthiness.
Yeah.
Built through rigorous testing. Like they've been through the ringer and come out on the other side.
They've been tested. It highlights that true value isn't superficial.
Right.
It's about what's beneath the surface.
Yeah.
That inherent resilience and commitment to quality, the ability to withstand the test of time.
And it's interesting because even when God asks for our trust, he doesn't just demand it blindly.
Right.
Dr. Munroe points out that God offers us a list of credits.
Yes. A history.
All these examples of his faithfulness, his reliability.
It's like saying, remember when I did this?
Yeah.
Remember when I parted the Red Sea?
Right.
Remember how I provided for you in the wilderness?
Yeah.
It's about establishing trust
Uh-huh.
through a proven track record of actions.
Not just words.
Not just words. And Dr. Munroe challenges us to do the same.
Right. Instead of demanding trust, we should be earning it.
Yes.
Through our actions.
Absolutely.
Through consistent integrity.
Yeah, it's like building that credit score of trustworthiness.
It is. Before we go any deeper into that, I want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's deep dive.
Okay.
Business Referred.
Wonderful.
They're doing incredible work connecting businesses and helping them grow through referrals.
Great.
So if you're looking to expand your network and find new clients,
Yes.
check them out.
Absolutely.
We won't be disappointed.
Now, getting back to that credit score of trust,
Yes.
Dr. Munroe actually says don't trust anyone without a history.
Wow. That's pretty powerful.
It is.
It really makes you think about who you place your trust in,
It does.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
And how we can be more intentional
Yes.
about building that trustworthiness in ourselves.
Absolutely. It's not about demanding trust. It's
not.
about earning it through consistent actions, through weathering storms, and proving our reliability over time.
But how do we even get to that point? Remember Dr. Munroe's idea of rejoicing in suffering? It's a tough concept, but maybe there's something there.
It is a tough concept, yeah. For some people, finding joy in trials might feel impossible. But maybe it's not about enjoying the pain itself,
Right.
but about recognizing the opportunity
Yeah.
within the struggle.
Like those intense trials are actually what forge our character.
Yes.
What make us stronger.
They do.
Yeah.
Resilient.
Exactly. And that resilience, that unwavering strength,
Is what builds trust.
Yeah.
Think about it. The leaders we trust most are often the ones who face significant challenges and emerged even stronger.
Right. Because they've proven they can weather the storm.
Yes.
So we feel safer trusting them to navigate future challenges.
Right. And Dr. Munroe emphasizes that this applies not just to our outward actions,
Okay.
but to our inner selves as well.
Uh-huh.
He talks about integrity as being one with yourself, aligning your words, your actions, and your inner being.
So it's not enough to just act the part.
Yeah.
You have to actually be living it authentically.
Absolutely. It's about that consistency.
Yeah.
That genuineness that shines through and builds trust.
And he connects this idea of integrity to holiness.
Yes, he does.
Which isn't just about outward appearances or religious rituals.
Right.
So what does he mean by holiness then?
It's about having pure motives, being transparent, making sure what you say and what you do are in alignment with who you are at your core.
So you're saying it's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Precisely. It's about being the same person in private and in public.
Yeah.
Living a life of true integrity. And he uses President Clinton as an example
Okay.
of a leader who, despite his charisma and abilities, lacked that core integrity.
And that ultimately eroded the trust people had in him.
Yes, it did.
It's a reminder that true leadership isn't just about skills or charisma.
Right.
It's about character.
Exactly. It's about being that steady, reliable presence.
Yeah.
Someone who remains grounded and consistent regardless of the external circumstances.
It makes me think back to Dr. Munroe's analogy of the statue.
Uh-huh.
You know, real character, true leadership is about being that unwavering figure.
Yes.
Standing firm,
Yeah.
even when the winds of change are swirling around you.
That's what inspires confidence and trust in others. It's like building that Rolex of character we talked about earlier.
Yes.
That symbol of enduring quality and strength.
So thinking about our own lives, how can we start building that kind of unwavering character?
It's a journey for sure.
Yeah.
But I think Dr. Munroe gives us a great roadmap.
Okay.
He talks about embracing those trials, seeing them as opportunities for growth and refinement.
And remembering that it's through facing those challenges, through proving our reliability over time,
Yes.
that we truly earn trust and build lasting relationships.
It's a powerful message.
It is.
And one that I think we can all benefit from reflecting on.
You know, as we're talking about this, it makes me think about the leaders I admire most,
Uh-huh.
the ones who really inspire me. They all have this deep sense of integrity, this consistency in who they are and what they stand for.
Right.
It makes me wonder, who are the leaders you trust most and why?
That's a great question. I think for me, the leaders I trust most are the ones who are genuinely themselves, who are comfortable showing vulnerability, and who lead with humility and compassion.
Yeah, it's like they're not afraid to be human,
Right.
and that makes them more relatable
It does.
and trustworthy.
Exactly. And they're also the ones who admit when they make mistakes,
Mhm.
who are always learning and growing, and
Uh-huh.
who are genuinely committed to serving others.
Yeah, those are powerful qualities, and they really speak to the heart of what Dr. Munroe was talking about.
Yes.
That true leadership is rooted in character, in integrity, and in a genuine desire to make a positive impact.
Absolutely. It's not about power or control. It's about using your influence to empower others and make the world a better place.
And that brings us back to the importance of building our own credit list of trustworthiness.
Yeah.
What are the consistent actions we can take, the choices we can make to demonstrate our integrity and earn the trust of those around us?
That's where it gets really practical.
It's about showing up consistently honoring our commitments.
Yeah.
Being honest even when it's difficult and treating others with respect and compassion.
And remembering that building trust takes time.
It does.
It's not a quick fix.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing process of showing up authentically
Yeah.
and proving ourselves worthy of that trust.
It's about those small, everyday choices that build our character and ultimately shape our legacy.
You know, as we wrap up this deep dive, I can't help but think about Dr. Munroe's message of hope. He reminds us to endure and enjoy the storm.
Yeah.
Because we know it will produce perseverance, which will produce character, which will bring hope to people.
That's a powerful reminder that even in the midst of challenges,
Yeah.
there's always hope. And that the trials we face can actually shape us into the people we're meant to be, capable of bringing hope to others.
It's an inspiring message,
It is.
and one that I hope will stay with us long after this
Me
episode.
too.
And before we go, I want to give another shout out to our sponsor, Business Referred, for their support.
And thank you to all of you for joining us on Faith is the Podcast.
You know, it's so easy to get caught up in the
Yeah.
day-to-day
Yeah.
and forget about the bigger picture.
Right.
But Dr. Munroe's message really challenges us
It does.
to think about the kind of legacy
Yes.
we want to leave behind.
It's not just about achieving success
Right.
or reaching certain milestones. It's
Yeah.
about the kind of person we become along the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how those character traits, that integrity and resilience,
Yeah.
ultimately impact the lives of those around us.
Absolutely. So thinking back on everything we've discussed,
Yep.
what stands out to you as the most important takeaway?
For me, it's that idea of character being formed in the furnace of affliction. It's a reminder that challenges aren't something to be avoided,
Right.
but rather opportunities
Yes.
to grow and become stronger.
I love that. And it ties into that idea of rejoicing in our suffering.
Yes.
Not because we enjoy pain,
Right.
but because we recognize the potential for transformation within those difficult moments.
It's like those trials are refining us,
Yeah.
stripping away the impurities,
Yes.
and revealing our true selves.
And that refined self, that person of strong character,
Yeah.
is someone who can be trusted, someone who can lead with integrity
Right.
and inspire others to do the same.
It's a powerful message,
It is.
and one that I think we can all carry with us
Yes.
as we navigate the ups and downs of life.
So as we go about our week,
Yeah.
let's remember those statues.
Yeah.
Those symbols of unwavering strength.
And let's keep striving to build our own Rolex of character,
Yes.
demonstrating that enduring quality and resilience
Uh-huh.
in everything we do.
And most importantly, let's continue to choose faith, to trust in something bigger than ourselves,
Yes.
and to live a life that reflects those values.
Thank you for joining us on Faith is the